Is there anything that comes without risk or sacrifice? If it is, let me know in the comments. Because in this video today, we talking about what are you willing to give up to get what you want. It's Zay G 33. Let's get into the video. And like I said, I can't really think of too many things in life that you can't get without risk or sacrifice. Like whatever you do, you kind of have to gamble a little bit. You have to sacrifice a little bit. There's things that you have to work for where, you may have to give up having fun for a little bit to really focus on what you want to do and actually accomplishing that goal and bringing it to fruition. And there's certain things that you may try to get in life. And there's a lot of people, I know, and you may know, who have risked for it. They've gambled, and had they lost, it could have been detrimental to their life or their situation. And they're anything that you do, it seems like there's a risk reward to it, or you have to give up something, and you have to ask yourself, like, in certain things, what are you willing to give up, especially when it's something you got to grind for. Like, what are you willing to give up to get that? It's almost like everything that I've been able to accomplish and every win that I've had, I had to give up something. And it's almost like an offering. Like, it's almost like a promise. Like, I'm not Catholic or nothing, but I be hearing them talk about Lent, or you hear about Ramadan. Like, they have to give up certain things for that little time period. It's like a sacrifice. And I look at it like that. Like, there's a lot of times where I gave up something and I will win because I stopped doing that. Like, and it may not be a direct thing. It may be something a little more indirect. Like, for instance, when I really got focused and stopped doing drugs and stopped smoking, and even if you don't do drugs and you just smoke weed, sometimes you get that up and you'll find yourself being a little more productive. You'll find yourself having a better energy. You'll find yourself being a little more outgoing if you're not, giving up drinking. Like, to be 100% transparent, like, I would say ever since I moved into my new spot, like, I remember I was like, man, I really, like, I be wanting to collect wine, bro. I didn't even collect none of that wine. I drank it all. Like, I was drinking for a good little minute, bro, and it took a toll on my energy. And then I'm hitting the trees too. It took a toll on my energy. So I like, and it's been 4 weeks. So because I was like, I gotta go 100% clean, bro, because I need this. I feel it. It's a critical time right now. So I want to be 100% pure. Like, I want to be sober. Like, I'm not doing nothing. I start even hitting the black and miles too, just off the drinking. Cause you know how you get to drinking, and sometimes you be there. Let me hit a little nicotine. Anybody who's ever been on that, they know how that go. But it's like, I was like, dang, I'm just going all the way left. So I had to get back right. I had to tell myself, like, look, bro, 90 days. You going no alcohol, no weed, no smoking, no type of nicotine, no vapes, nothing. You know what I'm saying? We on retention, and we focusing on YouTube. We focusing on this tattooing. We focusing on drawing. We focusing on just elevating right now, elevating my mind. We're not doing nothing unproductive. So that's kind of like, what are you willing to give up? And me personally, I believe that when you give up something, you usually get something in return, because by you giving that offering, you are showing, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, whatever you feel is true you showing that you're serious. Because you may be like, man, I just want some money. I just want some money. You may be saying that, but you're not willing to stop whatever it is that you're doing that's messing up your situation. You may, like, it's like you ask for a sign and they'll be throwing signs at you, throwing signs at you, throwing signs at you. It's like, what? They got to throw a brick at you for you to understand all these signs that are in front of you? You got to get hit in the head with a brick to understand? Like, duh. So, I mean, it's real important to sacrifice. And a lot of people don't want to hear that. A lot of people don't want to hear the hard truth. Like, a lot of people don't want to hear that they got to do something difficult, that they got to change their ways to make progress. And a lot of times you may see somebody doing something and you're like, well, they're doing this and they're successful. but you didn't see the grind part. You see them already being there, and when they already got there, then they can, take their foot off the gas a little bit. But then also, if you're comparing them to somebody on their level, what if there's another person on their level who's not partying? They're still working. They may elevate to another level above that person just because they're staying focused. But it's all about what you want, like, and that's what I make my videos for, the people who are trying to grind and get up there, and I just remember being so confused, and I remember just wishing I kind of knew what to do. So that's why I make videos, just to give people something to think about. I don't even say it's advice. It's just I remember where I was at, and I remember seeing certain videos that kind of helped me to get on track a little bit. Like watching like Brandon Carter. Like I remember he helped me get on track with certain things. Reading certain books, it just helped me get on track. It may not even be it may, and then you just take what it is that you can apply to your life. Everybody need a little something, so I kind of try to find a broad scope of things, and then just take what's good from it that I can apply to my situation. So yeah, like when it comes to sacrifice, it's important. Like I don't, no matter what it is, even if you're doing bad, you doing, things that ain't so good, you gotta sacrifice, you gotta risk everything. You gotta sacrifice or risk for. You gotta usually give up something to acquire whatever it is you're trying to acquire. So I say all that just to say, like, really take inventory on your life and the things that you're doing, and just see, is there anything that's blocking me from getting to where I really want to go? If you write all your goals down in front of you on paper, and then you write down what you do on a day-to-day basis, does what you do on a day-to-day basis line up with what it is that you wrote down for your goals? And see what you need to remove from that list of what you do on a day-to-day basis, and maybe what you need to add. So that's all I got for today, man. That is enough for today.